Okay, law number 5 is the law of thought and learning. Sometimes when you experience sickness or adversity in your life, even if it's not sickness, it could be anything, there is a law that states that your soul perhaps has attracted that experience to you because there's learning in it. There's an expansion of the soul to be gained by going through this experience. So that's the law of thought and learning. And also the law of thought is very powerful. It kind of taps into attention, intention, the law of beliefs. And so those things are all intertwined with how the mind functions in relation to the body and the spirit. So with that comes the purpose of suffering or the purpose of sickness. There's always learning in your suffering, in your adversity that you experience in this physical mortal realm. Okay, there's a reason that we're here in these physical mortal bodies. It's because it's helping to expand our souls and give us experience and education. So there's learning in it. Once you come to understand what that learning is, typically that's when the suffering starts to change for you. When you find meaning and purpose in it, then that's when it will start to change and it becomes not suffering anymore, but it actually translates into your gifts and your talents, and then therefore you can go out and spread that out into the world instead of your suffering. Law number 6 falls along the lines of the physical body now. We call it the law of breath. Now, if you notice that everything that is non-living, like rocks or stones or dirt, or anything that you find in this mortal plane that is not alive, does not breathe. It doesn't take in oxygen or gases, and it doesn't release oxygen or other gases. Okay, so the plants actually are living. We know that they are because they consume gases and then they release gases. Well, so do you. You just do it in reverse of what the plants do. So we call that breath. When you inhale and then you exhale. They did a study years ago where they found that most cancer patients, people who had cancer, were very, very shallow breathers. So if you are a shallow breather, you need to wake yourself up, start becoming more aware of your body and what's going on with your body, and you need to start breathing more. And I would recommend, this is a really good breath to start on, is in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just get yourself centered as you breathe and soften. So a very good exercise to start doing daily and get yourself used to doing this daily is breathe in through your nose and then right back out through the mouth on the exhale. And as you breathe, you're going to soften the tension, you're going to relax and soften those muscles. Okay? And it also helps to take your awareness, your thought, your consciousness and go inside of your body while you're doing that. Okay? Let's go on to the next one. Law number 7 is the law of cleanse and nourish. Now, I was taught by my teachers that if you want to heal or reverse disease and illness and the aging process in the body, you've got to first pull toxicity out, boost the immune function, and then nourish with whole foods. Okay? So it's important to do those 3 things: cleanse, then pull toxicity out, then cleanse, and then nourish. And a big component of that is boosting immune function. I have a couple of links that I want to share with you about this law because I think this is one of the most important laws that you can align with, the law of cleanse and nourish. And I put it into a link below this video called Cleanse and Nourish. And I will be teaching you, when you click onto that button, it'll take you to another web page that will teach you some things that you can do to rapidly boost your immune function, pull toxicity out of the body, and nourish and strengthen the muscle function fibers in the body. It's a product that I use every day, and it's also a product that I recommend to all of my clients who come and do one-on-one coaching with me. It's a product called Immunical, and you need to check it out because I love it, because you don't necessarily have to radically change your life in order to get these benefits from cleansing and nourishing the body. So one of the reasons why I use this product for my clients is that a lot of people that come to see me are so far gone, they're so far deep into their suffering and their fatigue and their chronic pain, whatever it is that they're dealing with. that they don't have the energy to pull themselves out of that and change their lifestyle and eat differently and do juicing and cleanses and fasts and stuff like that. So I like this because it's easy. People get results on it pretty quickly, especially if they're willing to stay with it for an extended period of time. So check it out. You're going to want to definitely know more about that. Law number 8, the law of balance and harmony. Now, you'll notice that when you come to do live coaching with me, I teach you these tools on how to balance the energy systems in the body. So on the right side of the body is the male side of the body. That's where the male energy flows. And the left side of the body is where the feminine energy flows. So we have masculine and a feminine side to us. And each of those sides of the body perform and serve different functions, right? And so when you bring balance to that masculine, feminine energy within the body, it can really go a long way in helping you to restore vitality and change up your physiology. I actually have something that I teach each of my clients, and it's called an energetic chiropractic adjustment. And what we do is we use the law of thought, the law of awareness, the law of belief, and I teach you some little tools on how you can bring different bones and the muscular system, the hormones. You can balance the systems of the body by bringing them into center as you're doing these little meditations and some breathing exercises. I take you through a guided imagery that helps you to bring all of the systems of the body back into a state of balance. And it's really powerful. I love watching people do it with bones because I've actually seen literal physical bones. I had a woman come in one time where her hip bones were off. One was about an inch above the other hip bone, and she kind of walked funny because one leg was taller than the other. And when we finished doing this energetic guided imagery, where we brought balance to the right side and the left side, and then we brought those bones into center, then guess what happened? They showed up to match. I mean, it was a perfect match. They were no longer off balance anymore, perfectly synced. And she stood up completely straight on for the first time in about 14 years. It was really exciting. So I've actually seen bones move by just simply engaging in the law of thought, awareness, belief, and bringing balance and harmony into the body. Now, another thing that will help to bring balance into the body is by bringing balance to the chakras, the energy systems, as well as, so you have energy centers in the body, we call those chakras, but you also have meridians, and those are more like your blood vessels. So energy flows on a grid through vectors and pathways, just like blood flows through your veins. We call those meridian lines, and it's just the pathway that electricity and vibration and energy moves through your body. And it tends to move through your body in the form of emotion and feeling. So we also have ways that we can bring those things into harmony and balance in the body as well. About this product that I take and that I have my clients take to boost immune function. I do believe that this is a really powerful thing to do. You guys, if you can't afford coaching at the moment and it's just not something that you can do right now, then the next best thing for you to do is pull toxicity out of your body and boost your immune system. Your immune system is one of the most powerful systems in the body that is designed to correct things that are going on, disruptions and imbalances in the body. So if you have a healthy immune system, you don't get sick a lot. So I highly recommend that you check out that product for law number 9, balancing immune function. And I will be talking a little bit more about that when you click the link about that below. Law number 10 is the law of surrender. So many people don't understand this, but anywhere inside your body where you store tension, like where you've clamped down maybe on emotional hurts from your past, anywhere where you have clamped down and you're storing and holding on to tense muscles or tense energy inside of your body, that's going to cause distortion in the energetic field, which will then translate into problems with the body. So you definitely want to learn how to center, breathe, clear that emotional stuff that you're holding on to, and then just surrender the body to a softened, relaxed state. Surrender is really one of the most powerful things that you can do. I say all of these laws are one of the most powerful things, but all of them work synergistically together, and it's really powerful when you understand and you come to learn how to adopt tools and skills that will help you to surrender. Let me walk you through a little quick thing that you can do every day. And this is called, you're just gonna go back into center, and I'm gonna teach you how to surrender. So take your awareness and gradually drop your mind or your consciousness. And just imagine as if you are holding space deeper down in the center of the body. Go down that center midline and breathe. On every exhale, I want you to breathe like you're blowing out a candle, and you're doing it slow and long. So let me show you how long I do it. You might not be able to do it this long because you don't have practice, but if you practice, you'll be able to do them this long. And the reason that I draw out that exhale is because I'm looking inside of my body for any tension that I can release and surrender. So go into your body, think about being in the center, think about dropping down at least to the heart or below, maybe go down to the base of the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. And relax and relax and relax and soften those muscles. Drop your shoulders. Do it again. Breathe in, breathe out. You might have to puff out your cheeks and hold a little bit of tension in your face so that you can elongate that breath and don't let it all out at once. As you breathe out, you're going to look for pockets of tension, maybe in your face, in your shoulders, in your back, and you're just going to soften and release, soften and release. This is a really powerful thing for you to do. It's called the law of surrender. Anywhere where you're holding tension, there's probably going to be inflammation. There's going to be distortion for sure. And the cells won't get along. They won't be able to perform their functions because they're not getting enough oxygen and they're not getting what they need. The circulation's been cut off. Oxygen has been cut off. They're probably going to start to be inflamed, and any kind of inflammation and tension translates into sickness and pain, especially pain.